At that moment in the early 1960s, when the first films by Teshigahara came out, it was a moment where there were great changes going on in international cinema. You think of that year 59-60 as being kind of the banner year with 400 Blows, Breathless, La Dolce Vita, La Ventura, Hiroshima Mon Amour. All of these films were coming out announcing the arrival of a very new, very different modernist cinema. And in a sense, really, I think Women of the Dunes especially was seen as perhaps Japan's first entry into this sort of new category. But Teshigahara, and again, especially Women of the Dunes, which was really the international hit that he made, really represented a very new kind of Japanese cinema.
映画界で言いますとね、日本の映画界というところは、当時はまあそう1950年代は日本映画の黄金時代でしたけれども、この時代にはね、完全にその映画それだけで巨大な力を持っていた、そして、他の分野の人が映画界に入り込む余地なんてほとんどなかった。例えば小津安二郎とか溝口健二とか黒澤明、この人たちを頂点とする巨大なピラミッドがありましてね、そして、つまり小説家が映画を作りたいと思っても、それから、画家が映画を作りたいと思っても、映画会社に企画を提出してそれを受け入れられるなんていう余地は全くなかったです。しかしね、それに多少の風穴を開けるというような動きが、現れ始めましてね、現れ始めたというよりもその先頭を切ったのが勅使川原宏氏だったと思いますね。
The occupation of Japan ended about 1951, and Japan had been occupied by the Allied forces, mainly the Americans. And so Japan was sort of put on hold for the 6 years after the end of the war in 1945. And while a great many things went on, a lot went on in literature, a lot went on in film and everything, the idea of a sort of a renaissance or sort of a flowering of modern Japan, contemporary Japan, in the arts didn't really occur until the Yanks went home. And when this happened, then there was a big burgeoning because all of the sensorial, all of the devices that the occupation probably necessarily had to keep, the Japanese in line, in order. They were all taken home and dismantled as well, too. And young artists in all the fields found ways to make art, ways to communicate that hadn't really occurred. It was a full ferment period. It was like the 12th century Renaissance all of a sudden. And there were all sorts of creative movements that sprang up. Among these was a movement which was based on and funded by one of the leading flower arrangement schools, which was called the Sogetsu School. And their grandmaster, Sofu, was an extremely liberal man. A lot of these people in the traditional arts are pretty traditional themselves. But he wasn't. He was all for freedom and openness and spontaneity and organic sculpture and, everything like this.
He was a great calligrapher. His calligraphy is very bold and powerful. He was a potter. And he was a great potter, actually, and he, in fact, developed a new school of flower arrangement, which is something not easily done, because in the Japanese traditional arts, which flower arranging certainly was, ikebana, you don't just sort of come along and say, I have a new way to do it, and let's do it this way. But Teshigahara Sofu, Hiroshi's father, did just that in the post-war period, early post-war period, and built the Sogetsu school into a huge empire.
むしろ全ては勅使川原宗風さんという個性からスタートしたんじゃないだろうかと。そして宗風さんという方はある意味で言うと日本の正統的な華道ですね、おそらくどこかにおられたんだと思うんですけど、それを全く組み替えて、 そしていわばいわゆる立花という、花を生けるというこのやり方を実はこれは花を素材にした彫刻だと現代彫刻だというように組み替えていかれた方じゃないだろうか。でだからもう全く今で言えば普通の彫刻作品っていうのをたくさん作ってでそれと花を組み合わせていく。
So what he knew about flowers, art, calligraphy, he himself then took an active part in the Renaissance that was going on. He didn't know anything about film, but his son, Hiroshi, was a film student, knew a lot about films, had already started making a few films, young though he was. So this group that I'm talking about right now started forming around the person of Hiroshi Teshigahara as funded by his father, Sofu.
もともと父親の祖父さんは、最終的には私には広志にやってもらいたいというようなこと家元を継いでもらいたいというようなこともおっしゃってたんですが本人には広志は好きなようにやれと言っていたようです。彼が自分が物画家になりたいと思って、やってきたところがそれで、ご自分が画家になりたかったっていうこともあって画集とかいろいろなものがあったんでその祖父さんの書庫の中からいろんな画集なんかを見てそれで日本画の方を受験して日本画家に入ったんですけどもでシュールレアリズムになんかにもあったんですけども出会ったんですけども結局なんて言うんでしょうねものの実在感を表現するのは映画が一番だというふうに実感してそれで映画の方に行ったんだと思います。
広志さんの絵もそうですね、全然リアリズムではない、もっとピカソを、もう少し、ちょっと柔らかくした感じの大きな意味での抽象的な構成なんだけども中に、そういう政治的な、いわばメタファーというか含意という
その絵の平面上の世界では表現できないことがあると思ってそのものの存在感を実在感を一番ストレートに表せるのが映画だとある時思い立ったわけですね。それでそこから映画の世界に入っていくんですけれどもでその映画の世界で映画の仕事をしているうちにその前までは単独自分で悶々としながら作品を作ってたわけですけどもそれに入ってでみんなと和気あいあいと、つまり喧嘩したりなんかしながらそれぞれのいいところをで作品を膨らましていって一つのものを作り上げるということの楽しさを知ったもんですからそれからはもう逆にいろんな人とコラボレーションすることが楽しみ。
An interesting thing, of course, about Teshigahara, and one of the tensions in his life, is that he was expected to take over his father's empire. And that expectation was not necessarily explicitly articulated to him, but it was a very, very powerful familial assumption. And so for Teshigahara Hiroshi, with so many silver spoons in his mouth that he could scarcely talk, to have turned away from the management of the Sogetsu school, to have chosen not to be at that point in time a potter assisted by 50 retainers who would have thrown themselves in front of railway trains for him in order to protect him and make sure that he was well, and to become a sort of avant-garde filmmaker, which is what he actually felt like being and doing, and took a tremendous resolve. In other words, he was turning his back on a magnetic pull exercised by the family, which, by the way, subsequently, many years later, he acquiesced in and actually became the head of Sogetsu in his last years.